What are the odds in India's favor here? Scary to think. Especially when we scored only 9 runs in the last 4 overs. If we lose this match, the Indian press would be ready to pounce upon the captain and trap him in the latest web of controversies. Critics would be waiting to talk about his unusual decisions. The list of what could happen is endless. But the master finisher, Captain Ice Cool, does not let all this bother him. He coolly signals to his partner to stop taking the run because he knows that he himself can handle it. After missing the first ball, he sends the ball flying over the bowler's head for a spectacular 6. He follows it up smoothly with another 4. Wait, there's another 6. India wins by a wicket. Yet again, MS Dhoni proves that he is truly a star. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests, like many of you would have guessed, I am referring to the Tri-Series final between India and Sri Lanka. Indian cricket has seen many such nail-biting finishes in the past, and the one who lets the stress get to him loses the battle. Apart from his phenomenal batting and solid wicket-keeping, MS Dhoni is known for his cool and calm temperament and also his level-headed approach. Partly a reason why we've won so many tournaments in the past. Life is no ODI or T20 match, but it has its own share of stressful situations. Stress has wormed its way into society. Everyone, right from a 7-year-old to a 70-year-old, is a victim of stress now. As you can see, I am facing stress myself right now. right from your half-yearly examinations in school, or a very important presentation at the workplace, juggling your home life and your work life. Managing all different tasks within 24 hours can be very stressful. Coming up here and delivering a speech itself has put yours truly under immense stress. Psychologist Robert Sapolsky says that our body has its own unique ways of helping us cope with stress. It provides higher concentration, higher stamina, higher focus. But what is the point when we get overloaded with stress that we become fatigued and powerless? It is in fact said that when we are faced with acute stress, we have the power to run twice our usual speed. Now imagine our Toastmaster Aarti being chased by 2 huge dogs. That, my dear friends, is acute stress. Spontaneous and full of emotion. But the other slow, sustained, helplessness-inducing stress is called chronic stress. Problems like having a job that you can't afford to quit and being yelled at no matter how hard you try. Having a relationship that you know is going to fall apart but you're helpless and you can't do anything about it. Or a problem like people having lots of expectations from you but you can't fulfill it. Stress is something that causes emotional illness and physical diseases. Sleeplessness, backaches, headaches, frequent bouts of cold, irritability. And the problem is it leads to even more stress because you think, why am I getting stressed? All this vicious cycle needs to be broken. I have 5 steps that would help us do so. Point number 1, be active. Go for a brisk walk or take up any outdoor sport that you feel drawn to. At the end of the day, you will feel that you've forgotten all about your day's irritations and concentrated only on your body movements instead. This happens because of those feel-good transmitters called endorphins. 2, maintain a journal. Write down at the end of the day whatever you feel. Happy, sad, your frustrations, your aspirations, your family-related issues, your work-related issues. Psychologists say that having your own diary can be like your own personal therapist. Because at the end of the day, we are not personally linked to the situations that affect us. And we are able to view everything objectively. Reading your own diary entries after a month would help you analyze things from a fresher perspective. 3, meet friends. Always be in the company of cheerful people and easygoing people who help you feel happy. Or even better, join a group of like-minded people where you get that creative and intellectual high. For me personally, coming to HTM every alternate Sunday is in itself a good stress buster. Point number 4. Divide your work into smaller segments. When we divide our work into smaller parts, the joy and the happiness and the sense of achievement that we get when we finish everything in the stipulated time is uncomparable. We can even reward us after each part is completed. That way, the journey towards the goal becomes less painstaking because it's a gradual one. Point number 5 and the last one, meditate. It has been said umpteen number of times, but it does help. Make sure that you select a fixed time for 20 minutes every day. Observe your breath and feel the calmness and stillness surround you. And slowly, gradually with time, you will realize that those nagging thoughts that get you stressed every day will disappear and be replaced by a calm, Dhoni-like voice. So, my dear friends, be calm the next time stress gets to you and say, "Dear stress, you have overstayed your welcome. Please vacate the premises immediately." Over to you.